Shouts out to everybody that be watching my shit, man. I'm gonna try to grind my page, you know what I mean, my YouTube, and hopefully we do our thing, bro. And hopefully somebody see me on the come up, bro. You know what I mean? I got a couple subs, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully niggas see me grinding, staying down, keep my head down, keep on grinding, keep on throwing shit up, keep on streaming, bro. And hopefully something happens, bro. But yeah, man. I don't know what fuck niggas got going on. I'm saying, but it just, I don't know. When it comes to 2's, bro, niggas gotta understand the 2's, man. It's a lot that come with the 2's, bro. 2's is not like 3's. When you running 2's in the park, it is not like 3's, bro. Like, you have a chance of not getting the ball back. Good looks, bro. Good looks, man. I'm trying, bro. Making my little stream, trying to talk about the 2's, man, because people don't understand the 2's, man. They think it's easy. They don't understand, man. When you on the 2's, if you don't understand what the other team, the opposition, is doing by 10 points, you're not gonna win the game. So I just had a big man that I ran with, right? He got a 99 big man, but he an inside big man. So that's already bad. I'm not gonna lie, because this year everybody runs with a shooter, some sort of shooter that has defense, and some sort of playmaker that has defense. Everybody runs like that. Everybody runs where they can have someone who ISOs and a shooter who sits corner. That's just how 2's are, especially in 2020. You feel me? In 2K20, that's how it is. So I'm sitting there playing with this man, and I'm telling him, I'm like, okay, if they have 2 rebounding wings, right? They basically have 2 rebounding wings. They have 2 defenders. If they have 2 defenders, then, and you're an inside big man, then that means you should be ready to set screens if you're an inside big man, because you can catch alleys. You feel me? Yeah, it don't even matter, bro. I need IQ on them 2's, bro. Cause like 2's is not as easy as people think, man. It changed, you feel me? But like if you a big man that's inside, bro, you gotta realize that you gonna have to set screens, bro. Especially if it's 2 defenders we're going against. Like we was going up against 2 defenders, so it's like you gotta understand, bro. You have to set a screen and roll and cut to the lane and see if you can get an alley, because coming off trying to just ISO some defenders or trying to do catch and shoot is not going to work. Trying to deck somebody, keep him, you know, your man from getting around on the inbound and then trying to run around the other side, all that's not going to work, because he has 20 defensive badges plus. He has enough to keep up with you. So at the end of the day, if you use your brick wall, you drain his energy and keep him fatigued, he won't be able to stay on you as well as he normally could. And people don't realize that. Now another thing, when they on offense and they have 2 rebounding wings, which means both the players didn't pick finishing. Both the players cannot finish in the paint. And you are a defending big man. Like you're a big man that has at least 20 defensive badges plus. That means you can easily stop anything on the inside. So if you have the defense on the inside, then you should knowingly know they want to take you out of the paint so they can have a layup or 3. You don't follow what the other team wants to do. You have to break what they want to do. So if you see that there's a man sitting in the corner on purpose to bring the big man out of the paint, when that other player is trying to ISO and get to the lane, all you got to do is just pick up the lane. You literally just step in the lane, you step right under the rim, and you block it, or you attempt it. You go for a shot block. You feel me? I'm telling you, bro. You have to, though. You have to defend it. That's how you have to defend it, bro. Because majority of the people that's on the 2's are gonna run with a playmaker and a shooter. The main player that's gonna score and get the whole thing open is gonna be a playmaker, bro. They're gonna either be a slashing playmaker, a two-way playmaker, a two-way playmaker finisher, a two-way playmaker slasher, a two-way finisher, a two-way shooter, a sharpshooting facilitator. Like that's usually going to be the person that has the ball. So if that's the person that has the ball and they usually don't have handle like that, or even if they do got handle like that, the defender on the other team, which would be the big man, all he has to do is make sure that he picks up the lane. So when you're on the other team, you got to make sure that you come in with a defender, because one of y'all got to pick up the lane, because it's not gonna be able to happen unless y'all both bring defenders and it's just a game versus two lockdowns versus two lockdowns. But I don't do that. I get on the 2's and I like to have a little offense. So I come on here with my inside out playmaker who's a shot creator. He has 8 defensive badges, so I can hold my own against most guards. But if I'm playing a guard who just wants to hop step the lane, he gonna get there, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. And y'all going 10 games, I already know, because he got a stretch playmaker. So when he got the stretch playmaker, all he has to do is ISO. All he has to do is shoot a mid range or shoot a 3, and mess with the head of the other team by going for layups every once in a while. And once the defense crashes, you could just sit corner, he could just kick it to you. Or it could be the reverse. You could be doing that and ISOing, and he could kick it, you could kick it to him in the corner. And that's just how people play. But I'm talking about how to defend it. When people do that, it's not that hard to defend. You take the biggest person on the court and have them stick the defense on the inside, and you take the smaller person who's faster to stick all of the perimeter stuff. So really, essentially, you switching, but you're not switching like immediately as soon as they inbound the ball. You switch when it happens. You switch once the lane opens up. When the lane opens up and that player's tired and you see they can only go to the rack and they about to force the issue with a rim run, that's when the big or the rebounding wing on the other team should be moving over to pick up in the lane. And once they pick up in the lane, the shooter or the person who has less defense, who's faster, can easily just pick up the corner. That's it. And that's how you defend it. And once you get a stop, that's it. Because offense shouldn't be that hard. But for some reason, when I was running with this 99 big man who got brick wall Hall of Fame, we couldn't score because he couldn't set a screen. Like, you could have brick wall on Hall of Fame, but if you don't have IQ of how to place a screen and know when to do it at the right times, you're still not going to set a proper screen. You feel me? And if I have 2 lockdowns on me, which is basically 40 badges in total, maybe 60 badges in total between the both of them, because they could both have 20 plus badges or 30 plus badges, you have to be able to set a great screen or cut the lane and catch alleys. But it's like he couldn't catch on fast enough. Then what he wanted to do is blame it on lag and stuff. And I'm like, you could be lagging, but like, you're not even using IQ. It's one thing to lag, but it's another thing to just be not using IQ at all and not picking up the lane, leaving your man open. He had a rebounding wing and he was leaving him open. Most rebounding wings can shoot. To make a rebounding wing build, you have to pick the red and the green pie chart. Therefore, that means he can shoot. So I don't understand why people are afraid of a rebounding wing, like driving on them. Like, they be playing a rebounding wing back. When you see a rebounding wing, you have to play him up and make him drive. And plus 2 is less than 3 no matter what. No matter how you slice it, a layup is always less than a 3. You feel me? So if you know mathematics, you know 2 points are always going to be less than 3 points. So you never want to give up a 3. I don't care what build they pull up with. You never want to give up a 3. So don't give up the 3. Just make sure that you pick up the lane when he does try to go lane. But play him up. You front him. You front him and play him up. But I play with too many people who, they'll see a rebounding wing, they'll see the build or whatever build they're going against, and they play him back. Why play him back? Unless you see a pure slasher or something like that, don't play him back. Even the pure slashers, they can hit 3s. I don't play nobody back. What you do is you sit at the free throw, and that's a good place, a good area to determine whether he can shoot or not. If you sit at the free throw, you're in the right spot to be able to run up to the 3 or backpedal back to the lane. Like, if you standing right here where I'm at right now, I could easily run up to him when he goes for the 3, or I could back up to the lane when he drives. But you got to be standing right here at the top of the free throw. So that's where big men got to realize that's where they should be on defense. But I don't know, people don't understand, sometimes it's the way I deliver things or the way I'm saying things, and I guess it's just, sometimes it's just too difficult for people and they just don't understand. But if you're in the game and it's 10 points, you're already down, and you don't know what they're doing by then, you're going to lose the game because you don't know what they're doing. You don't have them figured out. I've had games where I came back 20-0 just because we figured them out by like 10, 12 points. They might have still got some buckets, but we figured them out by then. But you can't figure nobody out by the last point, the 20th point, and then think you're going to come back. And sometimes you get lucky like that, but that's luck, to be honest. That's luck. You can come back. I'm not saying you can't, but that's luck. But if you want to have a great win percentage or at least I'll say a 60 win percentage or higher in the park, that's how you have to play this year. That's how you have to play this year. That's how you have to defend this year. Because nobody comes with individuality. Everybody comes onto the court with the same type of builds and the same type of play style. You feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, I was breaking it down to them play by play. Literally, each thing they would do, I'll break it down because I love basketball so much. I know it's a video game, but this is still basketball. So you still have to understand things like hedging and picking up on screens and, you know, just a couple things like that. I'm an IQ player, man. That's how I have a good win percentage. I have a 65 win percentage. That's not the highest. There's plenty of people who have great win percentages, 80, 90 win percentage, but that's because they use IQ. They didn't get to that win percentage by playing any way and thinking that they was going to win. They got to that win percentage literally from using IQ and being smart every single play. Like, literally got to a point where I'm just like throwing turnovers because he don't even know how to cut to the lane at an angle for me to throw alley-oop. If you're a big man who can catch alley-oops and you're cutting to the lane, why would you have it to where you well, I don't know. I don't understand. It's just a lot of things I'm not understanding. Like, and then at that, we're already at the end of this game. Like, there's not much more new things that people could do. So now these things are getting repetitive, especially if you play this game a lot. If you at least Superstar 2, then I know you play this game a lot. The dude I was playing with had 2,700 games played. If you have 2,700 games played, you know how 2's go. Especially if you play 2's. You should know how it goes. It changed a couple times, but it's the same now. Everybody comes with the same build and the same play style. So what could be different for you? Don't just sit there and not think people can't shoot, because everybody can shoot. Even people with 60 attribute as they three-pointer, right? They can make a build with a 67 3 and still shoot because they turn the meter off, which gives them a 5% boost, and then they use the right badges and they know their jumpers, and they go on YouTube and look up jumpers. So if you think people can't shoot by now, you got nothing coming for you. You shouldn't be playing in no game where you just leaving somebody open unless you see he can. Unless you see he can't shoot. If he shows you he can't shoot, then that's different. But never leave somebody wide open. And I've never left nobody open anyways. No 2K, no 2Ks. It didn't matter what 2K came out. It didn't make a difference. I don't leave people open. That's not good defense. To leave someone open is not good defense. Unless you know you're going to be out of position and you have no rebounding, I can't find a good reason to leave people open. It was never a good thing to leave people open. Just put it like that. Like, that's not going to lead you to anything good if you start leaving people open for a layup, for a shot, for a three, for a corner. I don't care what the play is. It was never a good idea to leave people open. But I know too many people who play like that. They playing rebounding wings and they're literally leaving them open thinking, oh, he's a defender, he's not going to make this. People know their jumper too much, man. This is 2K20. People know too much by now, bro. They have YouTube. They have things that they can utilize to make their game better. They have a platform that they can look at and say, okay, if he's winning and knows how to do it, then I could do it the same way. And they follow that. These people have a following. These people have people who literally religiously look at their videos and base their whole life off of it. So why would you not think they're going to come on the court and not do these same things? So the same things your favorite YouTuber is doing is the same things you should understand. Because you know your favorite YouTuber is doing it, so you know everybody else is doing it. So you should know what's coming for you. You should know that a slasher is going to hop step. You should know that a rebounding wing is going to shoot. You should know that a stretch playmaker is going to try to ISO and kick it to the corner once you crash the lane. It's so many obvious things that are repetitive, and they're, you know, to the point is like, how do you not know this by now? Especially, like I said, if you are a gamer and you get on this game. If you get on this game enough, you should know how it goes, man. And that was my whole point of playing with him, but he couldn't admit nothing, and he wanted to argue with me. I don't do the arguing. So if you a little kid and you want to argue and you want to do all that kind of crazy stuff, you could do whatever. I'm not arguing though. So he wanted to argue. He wanted to say he was lagging and it was this, then it was that. I did get disrespectful with him, but you know, that's just how life goes, and he ain't on my friend list no more, because I don't have to be on a friend list with anybody who I feel as though is not playing on my caliber. If you're not playing on my level or better, then I don't feel like I should be running with you, because now I'm lowering myself. I'm bringing myself to your level, which is no purpose. I could bring people up when I'm at the point where I could bring people up, but right now I'm not at the point where I could bring people up. I'm not even a legend yet. I can understand if I was a legend, I'd probably run with anybody. But I'm not a legend, bro. And that's the thing, man. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's crazy how people think. And then they blame you. Anything go wrong, people want to blame you. Nobody has accountability. 2020, nobody has accountability. Nobody. Trump won't have accountability for the people that's dying in this world. And people I play with on this game don't have accountability for the losses they give me and how they sell me. I swear they're not selling. Whole time they selling, man. Shit crazy. What's good, bro? Wait, hold up. I want to say I can't even hear you. Hold up. Give me 2 seconds. That shit wild as hell. Now, what you say? Yeah, hell, I mean, shit, it don't even matter, bro. I've been getting sold a lot, bro. I mean, it ain't like I ain't been selling like everybody could sell, bro. But lately, it kind of been the player, the person I'm playing with. It's been the other side. Cause like, I don't know, people don't understand. I mean, like, the dude I'm playing with, he didn't have. First of all, he didn't have a mic. To me, that's a big no-no. Like, if you can't hear me or immediately say something back and communicate, yeah, we taking a risk right there. You feel me? Like, that means you would have to be really good. If we're not talking, then you got to be better than. You know what I mean, you got to be really damn good. If you're not talking at all, like we're not talking, so that was already a problem. And then two, it was like, so we played two rebound. I mean, it was an elite one. You know what I mean? So I think that's like what scared him because he was only a superstar 2 or whatever. But I don't care about rep. I'm elite 1. So it was elite 1 and a superstar 3. So I think that probably already threw him off and he started thinking too much. Because I played a legend. You feel me? It's on my stream. It's the last video I played. I lost, but like it don't matter. You feel me? It's a game. I have plenty of losses. The point is though, because I'm almost at 2,000 wins, so it's not like you feel me? I'm not worried about that. The point is, we played 2 rebounding wings, and it's like the rebounding wing, he wasn't good, but like he was getting past me though. Like I don't know how he was doing it, but he was getting past me sometimes on the lane because I was playing him up. I'm not letting no 3 happen. You feel me? Like I'm smart enough to know like, okay, let me play him up, play in his jersey to force him to the lane. You feel me? Like I'm not gonna just let him shoot. I'm not gonna be, oh, he's a rebounding wing, let me back up to the free throw. No, play him up so you don't allow 3. So that's the first thing I do. I play him up, and the other rebounding wing on the other, his teammate goes to the corner, just like everybody religiously does. One person goes to the corner, one person isos. Everybody knows this. So I'm telling him, I'm like, okay, off rip, they're doing what everybody does. So when he drives, when my man drives, I'm gonna play Olay defense. When I say Olay, I mean what they do with the Bulls when they bring out the little red cape and the Bulls come in and then they move the cape out of the way. That's what I'm doing. I'm acting like I'm gonna play him up as hard as I can, and when I see that the lane opens up and he's tired, he's gonna go to the lane, I let him go because I need time to get to his man, and that's what I was trying to tell him. Switch at that point. You're the big man. You go to the lane, go for the block. You're most likely gonna get the block, and if you don't, he's gonna pass it out. More than likely, he's gonna throw a turnover because people don't know what to do when that happens. You feel me? They used to doing what they normally do, so they don't know. They have no idea what to do now because you just foiled their plans. You feel me? Their plan was to ISO and then kick it to the corner if anybody helps. That's their basic plan. So when they don't have nothing else after that, they just don't have anything else. You know what I'm saying? They don't have nothing else to think because you literally just foiled their plan because their plan, like I said, was to ISO and kick it to the corner. So if you stop that, what they gonna do next? They never had no plan after that. That was their only plan. Most people, they don't think nothing else. They make a whole build behind this one game style. Literally, we'll make a whole two-way slashing playmaker just to play like that on the 2's and win. And they do win. Yeah, but most people will follow that because they know that's a good way to win. And I'm not gonna lie, it is a good way to win. I've got a lot of my losses. Majority of my losses is from that. It's from someone trying to ISO and kicking it to the corner, and my teammate just not knowing what to do. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna say it's my fault, but I'm not here to just make two-way playmakers and have defense too. You feel me? I'm not one to follow the wave. So most of my guards don't have 20 defensive badges. I'm not picking a defender as a guard. I have a defender who is a guard, my facilitating finisher, but he doesn't have offense. So it's like I'll get the stop and I'll be able to stop these guards, but what can I do on offense? I can only drive with them. So yeah, I can hit a mid range, but it's not like, you know what I mean? Like it's not really too consistent. So I'd rather have a little bit of defense and a lot of offense. Like I don't need that much defense. I'd rather have a couple, like, you know, I got 8 defensive badges on my inside out playmaker. That's more than enough. That's more than enough to keep somebody in front of you, or make a miss, or put on intimidator and make a miss. So all I'm asking is if, you know, if someone is hop step into the lane, just pick them up. And it would be easier that way to play no matter what, even if you did have defensive badges. Even if I had a two-way slashing playmaker, why would I sit there on an island and hope that I'm going to stop this man from ISOing? Most people know how to ISO. They watch too much YouTube. You feel me? Like you're not going to be too successful with that. Somebody's going to get you with the ISO. I've ISO two-way slashing playmakers. I've played two-way slashing playmakers on a 1v1 rush, 1v1 event, the 1v1 event on our neighborhood, even in Antioch with two-way slashing playmakers, and I've beaten them, and they mad because I know how to play them. But it's different when you're on the 2's because they have someone to pass it to, and that's the problem there. You could play all the good defense you want in the world, but after a while, either they're gonna have somebody to kick it out, or they're gonna just keep hop stepping to the lane, and they're gonna put fancy footwork on Hall of Fame and just hop step you. So it's just like the basic stuff. Like if you don't know that, like come on, man, you gotta like. Stuff like that is just so easy to know, and just, you know what I mean, it's a quick, easy fix. It's not like it's impossible to guard. The ones that are impossible to guard is when someone can easily go to the lane and the person that's shooting that they're kicking it out to doesn't miss. Those are the people you probably ain't gonna beat. Or if you get the ball, make sure you don't give it back to them. Like that's the only people I give it to. Like some people I can't beat like that. You hear me? Because they go to the lane with ease, and they could fancy footwork you to death, and then the person they kicking it out to got, you know, green machine and rain extend and all type of shit. And even then, that's still a beatable team. It ain't that hard. You just gotta have defense. And when you get to stop, you gotta have offense. Because like I said, when I played with that man, we didn't have no offense. We got the ball a couple times, but we would get it and then we'd be too confused. It's like he was setting the screen, but they have pick dodger on Hall of Fame. If you play in 2 rebounding wings, they got pick dodger on Hall of Fame. So you gotta realize you can't chase them down and keep trying to set a screen, because eventually you're gonna get a legal screen. If you keep on setting screens, you're gonna get illegal, especially if they got pick dodger on Hall of Fame. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep trying to big body somebody and chase them all around. So I'm letting them know, like, yeah, just set the pick and then split to the lane, and it'll be easy for you. This man talking about he lagging and this, that, and the third. I didn't care about none of that. I don't even care if I lose one game. I care, but it's like I'll play one more. You know what I mean? Just to see if that's really what it was. 2 losses, yeah, I might be out after that. But 1 loss, nah, it ain't that bad. But I was like, it was just one of the moments. Is like, I don't even know if I want to get on the court again with him, because you don't look like you're gonna win the next game. You feel me? Like you're not giving me enough confidence for the next game. I don't even feel confident to get on again. So one thing led to another. I ended up deleting the guy, and it's like, that's what happens, man. Or the kid, because he was a kid. But you know what I mean? And I had nothing wrong with that because I'm older. But that's the thing. I'm not like one of them old dudes that's just playing this game and don't got a good win percentage, and I'm just driving to the lane, pressing square and stuff. Like, I have knowledge of basketball. I play basketball in real life. I'm an old head technically.